You got the doubleheader behind you, one more game here, you get to go home, an off day in a week. Not to jinx it, but right now are you kind of pleased with the way this team has held up during this stretch?
Yeah, it's been a tough stretch. You know, we had all of our division opponents except for Toronto, you know, New York twice, Tampa, and then Boston for an unusual 5-game series. So I think we win today. I think it's a 500. We go 500 during that stretch, and you know, hopefully we can end this trip well with a win tonight and win a series tonight against the Red Sox. But I think we played pretty well for the most part. Yesterday wasn't our best day, but besides that, I think we played fairly well.
Where do you guys think you're going to have to turn to pitching upcoming in Seattle, against Seattle?
Well, we're going to have a spot starter tomorrow, which I'll announce in the morning tomorrow, and then we go Bradish and Lyles will stay on turn after that.
Kind of looking forward to maybe getting to a point where you just could have a set 5. I don't know how often that happens, but it seems like there's always that TBA and you're being asked about it.
I think, you know, this year more than any other probably, and well, last year too, with kind of how the way it is with pitching right now, might see that throughout the season. We'll see. Hopefully these guys can make a turn every, you know, their start every 5th day. But I'd love to give these guys a break too. You know, without off days and the doubleheader and things like that. And it's 4 months to go. You know, you want to try to keep these guys as healthy as possible for 6 months.
What has made Cionel as effective as he's been this year? He's got, you know, 2 pitches, 2 outs the other day, and what about him makes him conducive to that kind of?
Well, it's about throwing strikes for Cionel, and that was kind of, you know, when he was in Houston and Cincinnati, he would fall into trouble when he would walk guys, fall behind in counts, kind of a lot of deep, you know, deep counts, long innings. And with us, you know, we're just really so focused on him throwing the ball over the white part of the plate because it's 96. It's a kind of a tough angle. His slider's really good. So that's why I think you're seeing some early swings and some early outs, because guys know that they need to be aggressive with them because the stuff is so good and they don't want to get to the slider, and that's been his year so far. He's been lights out for us, and I've been putting him in really tough spots too, with usually facing the tougher lefty in the lineup in a big spot, and he's done a great job.
For someone like him, it seems like the Rays, they get guys and they're able to get stuff out of them. Do you feel like what's happening here with Holds and this whole pitching program is getting guys, finding what works for them, and kind of, I don't know, reclamation is the right word, but just getting the most out of some guys who... Yeah,
I think we've done a good job with our bullpen guys. You know, a lot of these guys had good stuff going in, and we were trying to get them to throw more strikes because their stuff really plays. So, you know, you go down the line of majority of these guys were waiver claims, guys that teams took off their 40-man besides Tate and Aiken. That's pretty much everybody else. So we're, you know, I'm proud of how our bullpen guys have thrown so far. You know, we've had a strikes issue in the past, a fall behind issue in the past, the long innings. Defensively, these guys have come in and along with the great job by the catcher so far this year of getting these guys on the white part of the plate and let their stuff play, and so far so good.
Dean Kramer had another good outing yesterday. You starting to envision more like getting him back and what kind of role you'd put him in? Yeah,
I think that he'll be an option down the road. I mean, we need starter options, and so with Dean, good to see him throw the ball well yesterday. I think he threw 4 innings in a Norfolk game, and just trying to build him up and possibly see him sometime soon. We'll see.
Has it been encouraging to you with how Tyler Wells, transitioning from being a reliever to being a starter, has been able to not only maintain the command that he had as a relief pitcher, but it's actually his walk per 9 is actually even down as a starting pitcher?
Yeah, I think that, you know, coming out of the bullpen, the spots that he was coming in, he was trying to punch guys out, usually in a big spot, usually against a tough part of the order. So it was a lot of max effort, try to get a punch, and now he's learning that to be able to kind of go deeper into the game, he's got to be able to pitch a little bit more, use more of his pitches, maybe not put his foot on the gas for the entire inning, but be able to pitch, and that's something that, you know, we've talked quite a bit about with him here these last few weeks, and that's why he's able to go in 5 or 6 innings, because then through with, you know, in that 75-80 pitch range, which we've tried to keep him at, is that he's able to not walk guys, try to get guys out early in the count, utilize the defense, understand he's going to be out there for a while, and yeah, I think like so many of our guys, you know, it's every start's a learning experience, and Zim went through that yesterday, and we want more positive experiences than the negative ones, but Wellesley's done a good job, especially at home. I'm looking for him to make a big start for us on the road tonight.